Previously on Plodding Parsons.
But as you're looking around, you see a knight on a horse. You can't make me come here any more times. You gotta give me the taxes. You're lucky these folks came in. I hope you are doing better next month, because I'll be back. What we need to get to save her is called Devil's Bane.
Where is Devil's Bane found?
Deep within the trees of the Accursed.
There are, thick vines all around the walls.
I'll set it on fire.
Okay, you sit and wait for the vines to burn up. It takes 5 hours.
Yeah.
On your right is this big statue. It's like this stone creature, and on the left side is a big totem pole. And there's a little inscription in Druidic, all can be saved by the one that is chosen. A little bit further on is a statue of this god. Rula is a blind seer. There's an amulet that's sort of draped around her neck. As you turn to go, you hear a voice. Oh dear, I think that might have been a mistake. You see a man in a robe, and he's holding the amulet. You feel the ground start to rumble, and the statue stands up. It grabs the totem pole and yanks it down, so it's covering the entrance.
Whoa.
And roll initiative.
Come on, guy. Who is this guy?
15.
15. 2.
Okay. What did Steve Jr. get?
Oh, yeah, Steve Jr. Steve Jr. got a 2.
Should find a better way to use this. Dude, everything's so small.
Whoa, that's what it looks like? It did not look like that before.
Ah!
There's only 2 statues that you can find on Roll20. And also not good at drawing statues.
How'd the statue get all the way over to here?
Yeah, it's not it's the one that you
This
noticed
one.
when you walked in.
Oh.
This one.
Rula's still there, one-eared. Gotta get this ready, almost ready. First up, actually, is Steve.
Okay, but how?
Steve, you're by the Rula statue. That's about 100 feet from the golem. It's also dark. You can only see about 40 feet in front of you, so you can hear the golem, but you can't see it.
Okay, I'm just gonna, ray of frost, right in here.
Okay, so you're gonna roll disadvantage on it, because you can't actually see him. So roll twice and take the lesser number.
2.
2? Yeah, you hit something. You don't even know what it is.
Can I hear the ice forming?
You probably heard a crackle.
Yeah, you hear a crackle somewhere. It's definitely not. You definitely didn't hit him, though. Now it's Cookie's turn.
How far am I away?
I forget, where were you standing when this happened?
Oh, I guess I picked up the ear at some point.
Okay, so you're also by the statue.
Which is how far away?
It's 90 feet from the golem. But you can only see 60 feet away, so you can't actually see the golem.
No.
You just heard a big crash with the totem pole.
Alright, I'm gonna move my max 25 and then fire my arrow. Fire an arrow at it.
Okay, you still can't see
Right,
it,
I think it is.
right? So roll disadvantage.
It's gonna be a 1.
A 1? Well, you go to notch the arrow, and you're holding it up like this, and you go to notch the arrow to bring it down, and you accidentally fire it, and it just shoots into the ceiling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say bye to that arrow.
Okay.
Next up is the mystery man from behind you, and he says, hey folks, sorry about this, but I kind of needed this amulet, and you led me right here, so I couldn't help it. Yeah, if you guys could get us out of this mess now, that'd be great. And he just kneels behind the statue and starts murmuring to himself.
What does he do to himself?
Just starts murmuring to himself.
Definitely gonna steal that amulet.
It's the golem's turn now. The golem grabs just a chunk of temple ground and chucks it, and he's aiming towards you, Cookie.
I'm so small. How's he gonna go?
And farther than both me and Ted.
He doesn't, is the thing. He misses. It lands with a big thud next to you.
Oh boy.
It's pretty scary, but you don't get hit.
Oh, is it a piece of rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Ted's turn now. He's like, alright guys, I got this. I'm gonna murder this golem. He starts running towards
It's
the
going to be a
golem.
stone statue, right?
And, yeah.
Okay.
And, you just see him disappear into darkness, most of you. You can still see him.
Shouldn't I be able to see him? How far can I see?
Shouldn't I be able to see too? Since I have the light.
Yeah, I guess you can still see him. So Ted runs up to where Theeva is, basically, because Theeva had started leaving. So Theeva's about 30 feet from Rula, and about 60 feet from, yeah, so you guys are kind of all in the same spot.
Okay.
About 60 feet from the statue.
65?
I guess you're 65 feet, because you can only move 25 feet.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm one step back.
You're like one step
Yeah.
back, yeah.
We're here.
So,
It's the pig's turn.
the pig didn't do anything as well?
The pig is gonna bump against me.
Okay, he bumps against you. Theeva, you're up.
And then he's gonna charge into darkness.
Oh, he charges into the darkness, so he joins us, basically,
But
right?
he's gonna accidentally charge into the wall.
Which wall?
The wall.
This way?
Right.
Ooh.
Okay, so he actually charges into a tree, right?
A tree?
So, two things happen when he goes towards this tree. One is that there's another shrieking plant that starts screaming.
Oh, good.
The other is that this he gets some of the sap on him from hitting the tree, and it actually burns him a little bit. It does 2 damage, acid damage to Steve Jr.
Right.
Steve Jr. is kind of wishing he went the correct direction. Theeva, you're up.
How far away am I?
You're like 60 feet from the golem, but you can't see him. You can't really see anywhere in front of you, because Steve's still back at Ferula.
Okay.
And so you have your totem that gives you like 5 feet of visibility,
Sure.
but you can't see anything else beyond that. You just can kind of guess where the golem is.
I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to produce flame. I'm going to pocket the totem and produce a flame in my hand in place of the totem,
Okay.
which shines a 10-foot radius light.
Okay.
And trying to decide if I throw it or not. You can just produce it, or you can throw it. So if I'm producing it, I now can see 10 feet around me. I should be able to also throw it with more accuracy, correct?
Well, you still can't
I
see
wouldn't
the
be
golem.
disadvantaged. Why not?
Because you're like 60 feet from the golem.
Well, I moved first.
So
I
now
didn't
you're now you're 30 feet from the golem,
Oh, yeah, I
and
guess.
you can only see 10 feet in front of you, so you don't see it yet.
Fair. I'm going to chuck it anyway and hope for the best, I guess.
Okay, roll disadvantage.
6.
You don't get it. You miss it. Okay, now it's Steve's turn.
Alright. We're gonna
Okay.
You're
pick
not
up-
Steve.
Oh.
No, I'm going to run. So I'm gonna run towards. Why is there a man here? Is this a man?
Yeah, it's the mystery man.
Okay, well, he's,
Where's the mystery van?
so that means he's about 75.
He's
feet away.
actually about like 90 feet from you.
Well, that's not right then.
I mean, no, the arrow that you're drawing is not right. The DM is right, always.
A ruler.
I'm your ruler.
That was
Anyway,
pretty good.
you're 90 feet from this golem, and you can't see it.
I'm going to go ahead and move 60 feet away,
Okay,
30 feet.
nice.
And then I'm going to ice beam.
Ray of Frost again?
Ice beam.
What's Ice Beam?
I'm going to name it ice beam.
Okay, Ray of Frost is now Ice Beam. Got it. Alright, go ahead, roll the hit. You gotta roll disadvantage because you still can't see him. You only have 40 feet of light.
Let's see. They bumped into each other, and that's a 6 and a 12. So I guess
Okay, you
That's
miss. You hear it hit another wall again.
Oh man. My turn now?
It is?
I'm gonna pick up the rock that got thrown at me and he's next to me.
You can't, it's so heavy.
Oh, dang.
I'm glad you didn't get hit with it. That would have
I'll
crushed
move
you.
forward and fire an arrow
Okay.
at the poem that I now see.
Okay, you can now see it. It's kind of terrifying. It's huge.
Well, I'm just gonna fire a tiny arrow at it.
Alright, go ahead. you don't have disadvantage on it.
Nice. Well, I rolled a 1.
Oh, no!
You again, somehow you make the same exact
You rolled
mistake again.
two,
You
one.
go to hitch the arrow and it just shoots right up into the ceiling and it's gone.
Tim, he rolled 2. Well, I rolled his second one, but it was a 1.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
No, I literally did roll 2 ones in a row, though.
You hear the mystery man still just like muttering behind.
Oh, wait. I can still move, right? I didn't.
If you didn't use all your movement.
Okay. I'm heading back towards the mystery man.
Okay. The mystery man is still muttering to himself. It sounds like. The golem goes next. He yanks another giant piece of rock from the ground and throws it towards Steve Jr.
No!
Okay, okay, what happened?
We're gonna find out. What's Steve Jr.'s armor class?
Armor class is 10.
Ah, he just misses. So the rock like smashes right next to Steve Jr. against the wall, shatters to the ground.
Okay, whose turn is it?
It is Ted's turn. So Ted continues his valiant run into the darkness towards this golem. Now he's pretty close to it. I guess he's 30 feet from it. Now it's Pig's turn.
So the pig is gonna turn backward, turn with his butt towards the statue that tried to throw the rock at him, fart, and then run behind me.
Okay, so it runs to you.
And farts at the statue.
The fart doesn't reach that far, but the pig is satisfied knowing that it farted towards in this general direction, if you will. Okay, so
Wait,
now it's Steve's
did
turn.
the pig level up?
Yeah.
What did you get?
Just more health.
Oh.
So I'm now 40 feet away, I'm pretty sure.
30 or 40.
Oh yeah, 30. So
I think 30.
So I'm going to move 15 feet forward.
Okay. You can now see it? How far does the flame go? Oh no, you threw it, so you can't see it still.
Better choice.
No, I can't see it anymore.
It's just shrouded in darkness.
Yes. So I am going to thunder wave
Okay.
at the statue. So each creature within a 15-foot cube from me has to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I think that's just this statue and Ted. How far away is Ted
30 feet away from the statue.
So he's 15 feet. He's right at 15.
So anyone that's within 15 feet of you
Mm-hmm.
has to do this.
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. So I'll do Ted's first.
So I should have moved, actually, can I change that, move 16 feet?
Sure.
Sure, I moved, instead of 15 feet forward, I moved 16 feet forward.
Great.
So it's just a statue, it's not Ted.
So he has to do a Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution saving throw.
He got a 20.
Really?
What the heck?
Yeah. I guess he's fine.
No, he has to take half of a 2d8 thunder damage.
Okay. Roll 2d8.
An 8, 4.
4.
That's a max on 2d8.
He barely notices.
That's not great. Also, there's a thunderous boom audible out for 300 feet.
Got it.
Oh, my ears.
Sorry, guys.
Everyone's like, ow!
I'm mad. I didn't get anything done in the last battle, and I just want to go now.
Alright, it's Steve's turn.
Alright.
Okay. You're not Steve! I'm going to Ice Beam.
Okay, do your Ray of Frost.
Ice Beam.
Don't you have other spells?
I don't want to use any spells.
Oh, okay. For the boss?
Gotta save it for a rainy day. My spells won't do anything.
This is the boss?
Yeah.
Oh, so are we gonna have a long rest after this?
Oh, yeah. If you make it out alive. Which is looking grimmer and grimmer.
I know.
Okay.
Well, no one's gotten hurt.
That's true. I guess you did deal 4 damage to
How
it.
far away is he from me?
90 feet.
Oh, so he's not doing that.
Or actually, you moved up. He's 60 feet away now.
Oh, so I'm gonna move 40 feet up.
So you're going to be 20 feet away from him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I won't be able to do anything.
Why'd you do that?
So I can prepare for my next thing.
Oh.
Okay. Well, you can see him now, because you're lit up, and he's pretty terrifying.
Oh, man.
While I was using, I picked up Steve Jr. and put him, and then
Brought him with you.
and I put them. When I got there, I put him behind me again.
Okay.
Alright.
It's now Cookie's turn.
I'm gonna sneak up behind the man and try and steal the amulet from him.
Okay. It is in his hand. He's clutching it pretty tightly. And his eyes are closed, and he's like muttering. So you're gonna have to do a sleight of hand check to see if You can even grab it.
Alright.
But he's clearly not paying attention, so you have advantage on it.
15. 20.
Roll
Perfect
it.
20.
Dang.
So yeah, you just snatch it out of his hand.
Nice.
He immediately notices.
Oh, man.
What's that?
And he looks up at you and he's like, "What do you think you're doing? Don't you understand that I'm trying to save all of our lives here?"
Jeez.
Oops. I put it in my pocket.
Now I have to start all over again. You doofus. You're gonna get us killed.
This doesn't sound great.
I'm gonna do that back too.
No.
He goes back to muttering. It's actually his turn now. So he kneels back down and starts muttering again.
Without the amulet?
Without the amulet. It doesn't seem like he needs it at this very second.
Alright.
It's the golem's turn. It takes a big chunk. It actually doesn't need to take a big chunk of rock. It strides right up to Theeva,
Oh, shoot.
and just like with his big golem arms, just like boom, like big uppercut.
Oh, gosh.
And you have a 7 armor class. He definitely hits you. So then you're gonna take 8 damage,
Oh, my gosh.
and you're gonna get flung.
Sure, it was just as bad.
You're gonna get flung backwards like 50 feet.
Oh my.
8 damage.
He actually hits you towards the wall, so you end up getting flung into one of these trees.
Left or right? Oh.
So you end up
Really?
taking 1d4 acid damage as well.
Oh,
That
my.
is totally your choice.
Yeah.
You are giving me extra damage.
Oh, man.
And
1d4?
Well, you kept saying it wasn't very bad, so I made it a little
I
worse.
didn't say it wasn't very bad. He said
why'd
it
you
wasn't
say
very
that?
bad. He said that repeatedly. I was like, really? No, it's terrible.
3 more damage, and this
Cookie, I tell ya.
plant starts shrieking.
Oh, another one?
I'm down to 9 now, thank you.
That's still just about as much as I have. So.
Now it's Ted's turn. And because Steve's standing there, you can now see the golem, and he's like, perfect timing, and he runs up to the golem and starts slashing at it with his sword and axe. So he hits it with his axe, and he hits it with his sword.
Cool.
He's going to do an 8.
Roll.
That's 6 plus 4. 10 damage to this golem.
Cool.
He somehow manages to slice a little chunk out of it. The golem roars and is pretty pissed off, and it's the pig's turn.
Okay, the pig is gonna fart in the statue's direction again.
Okay, everyone that's standing here is going to be affected by this pig.
Oh, no.
Wait, what about the saving throws?
Yeah, we're all going to do saving throws.
Okay.
What's the radius? Am I getting affected?
It's within a 30-foot radius. You're not.
I'm 50.
Okay, what do you need?
Everyone does a Constitution saving throw. You need at least a 12.
Oh, I'm good, right? Pretty far away.
I guess you're good.
I got
yeah.
an 8.
So does Dana.
You got an 8, so you have disadvantage next turn.
Does the pig get disadvantage?
So does Ted.
West Golem doesn't, though.
The golem does not.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's everyone.
Oh,
So glad the pig just disadvantaged our team. But not the golem.
pretty accurate.
This is how we do battles, actually, yeah.
Okay, Thieva, you're up.
Oh, it's already my turn?
Yeah. We're rolling
That's
through
my
this.
turn. I wasn't prepared. Okay. Well, I'm pretty mad
Okay.
right now.
She's angry.
Yeah, I'm pretty angry. And so I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna charge forward towards
Okay.
the golem 30 feet.
Sure. So you run 30 feet forward.
So now I'm
Towards
20
the
feet away
golem?
from it.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I'm just gonna produce flame. I don't have much else to do that far away. So I'm gonna throw a firebolt in the direction of.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a broomstick.
Go ahead. Once you produce the flame, I guess you can see him, right? It's a 30-foot radius.
10.
Oh, so you can't see him.
So I'm
Oh, but
just gonna-
Steve's standing there,
Oh, great.
so you can see the golem. You
Wonderful.
have advantage.
So I'm just gonna
Or not advantage. Be
chuck
regular.
this firebolt.
Alright, here you go.
9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Minus 2? 7? You definitely miss.
Oh, no.
This temple's made out of stone, so nothing catches on fire. Just goes out. Now it's Steve's turn.
Okay, now,
What's a
is anyone within 20 feet of me?
The golem's within 20 feet of you.
And,
Ted is within 20 feet of you, and your pig is within 20 feet of you.
Okay, well, Ted and the pig can stand to go to sleep. I'll use sleep.
What does sleep do? You have to roll 5d8.
5d8,
Yeah.
5d8. And what does that do?
It puts people to sleep in ascending order of their hit points. So the person with the
I see.
so the fewest hit points might get put to sleep
Wait,
first.
it says creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose, so why doesn't you just choose a point that's exclusive of
Oh, that's a good idea.
other?
Ted's right next to the golem.
Oh, well, I'll make Ted and go and fall asleep. Just not the pig.
Okay.
I got 2, 5, 8, 1, 1.
2, 5, 8, 1, 1.
Yes.
So that's 17.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't even put Ted to sleep. It certainly doesn't put the golem to sleep.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna try my luck again, but this one won't count. I'm just gonna see if I was just really unlucky.
Okay.
Oh, yep, I was really unlucky.
Yeah, I think you were unlucky.
25.
Yeah.
But you would have just put
Ted to sleep.
What do I need to put the golem to sleep?
Oh, you have barely heard it, so it still has a lot of health. Yeah.
What do I need to put him to sleep?
Can
I
I
can tell you.
can I see the golem now that he's illuminated at the end of the room?
You can see the golem because of Steve. Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve's lit up. And he's illuminating like a 40-foot radius.
It's
of
really good
himself.
that you let yourself up, Steve.
Alright, well I'm gonna walk until I'm 80 feet away,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna fire my bow at the golem.
Okay.
9.
Mickey
No,
Mouse.
you miss him.
I
It's
start crying.
it's a miss, and you start crying. Okay, the mystery man's still chanting to himself. It's the golem's turn. He's pretty mad at Ted, so he takes a swing at Ted.
Which does 0 damage. I'm gonna roll it for you. You got a 3.
Ted gets hit.
But you got a 3. I rolled it for you. See, look. 3.
Ted's gonna take 10 damage, and he gets swiped away
How much health does...
to the other side.
How much health does Ted have?
He has 10 health left, but actually he's gonna hit a tree, which is gonna start shrieking, and he gets massive damage,
Okay.
which is only 1, luckily.
That's really massive damage.
So he has 9 health left.
Okay.
All right, now it's
Damn.
now it's the pig's turn.
The pig's turn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the pig got a 2. So he's used to it going after me. Oh, the pig is gonna... Wait, did the fart affect the golem?
No.
Well, the pig's gonna fart again.
It's actually Ted's turn. Ted runs back towards the golem, but he doesn't get all the way, obviously. So does the pig do?
He farts
He farts again?
in the direction of the golem again.
Okay, so everyone that's standing there, do a roll within 30 feet. I think that's everybody, except for you.
Pretty good.
I'm within 30 feet.
Of
I
the
got
pig?
a 1.
Yeah, the pig's all the way over here.
I guess not.
I'm
I
only.
guess you're on the other
30
side of the
feet,
golem. The golem's fine.
I got a 1.
Ted is not. I
I-
should switch there. You got a 1? You're also not.
And the golem's fine again?
Yep.
Wow.
I forgot to do
Theeva, you're up.
I forgot to do my disadvantage and
Okay.
Oh, really?
the sleep spell.
Oh.
It
Well.
wouldn't matter anyways.
Oh, it doesn't matter because you're not rolling a hit. It's just damage, yeah.
Oh.
So I'm going to step forward exactly 5 feet.
Okay.
And now I'm going to use my breath weapon.
So how does the breath weapon work?
You need to do a saving throw equal to 8 plus my constitution plus my proficiency. So you need at least a 10.
It's a 15-foot cone, though, right? So you're going to hit more than just the golem?
I don't think so. Yeah, it's a 15-foot cone. But I guess I might hit Isaiah, won't I?
Yeah, so, like, it's a 15-foot, like, circle.
I would imagine it would get larger. It would get out to 15 feet by the end.
Yeah.
So it would
You're
be 7 feet.
You're 15 feet away, aren't you?
Steve Jr. just said nothing.
Yeah. So it would be like 7.5 feet on either side of the golem. Or
If you're,
even 1.
yeah, I guess so.
So how close is Isaiah? Is he farther than 7.5 feet away? Because otherwise it's fine.
Yeah, I guess everyone's fine.
Yeah.
Because you're all farther away. Okay, so you just hit the golem. What's the damage? Oh, he has to do
He has to
saving
do a
throw.
saving roll.
Of what?
He has to get at least 10.
Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's fine. So half damage?
Yeah.
Of what?
2d6. 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah. I can't believe I just rolled a 1 and a 2.
Alright. I'll round that up for you so you feel better. So that's that.
That was so low.
Okay, now it's Steve's turn.
Your turn, Zach.
Your turn, Steve.
Okay, so I am going to.
You have some good spells you should use, probably.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
Please.
oh.
I hope this golem doesn't have a lot of starting health.
I'm sure it does.
How many times have you hit it?
Twice.
I hit it the first
Actually,
time.
3 times. But that
And
last attack was 2. So,
And the first time I hit it, it almost did nothing.
it's 4.
And it was 4. Yeah. It didn't even feel it. Didn't even realize it had been hit.
Maybe we should have tried talking to it.
We're fighting it now.
Okay, I'm going to use my acid arrow.
Nice. How does that work?
So,
You have to make a ranged spell attack.
how do you know that?
It says that I'm looking it up. So go ahead and roll for hit. Yeah, it's your spell casting ability.
So, what do I roll?
A d20.
Okay.
I hope you're gonna attack. You're gonna hurt it either way.
I got a D. I got a 15.
Did you add your spell casting modifier? I think it's +3.
Okay, that's 18.
Nice, you got it. So you create this shimmering green arrow out of your hand
Now I
that
need to do a 44 acid damage.
shoots towards this golem and explodes on him.
Nice.
With a bunch of green acid.
Now 44.
Yeah, so roll 44 acid damage.
Now let's see. That was an 8. An 8.
You got 8?
Yes.
Nice. He roars out in pain. He's like, "Roar!"
And on his next turn, he takes 2d4. I'm pretty sure that. So
Yeah.
It was 2d4.
Yeah, he's still coated in green acid.
You're gonna need your chair, Nick, it sounds like.
I know.
Okay.
We're getting it off. Okay, so we'll pause for now.
Okay.
Well, let me remind you guys where you're at.
Okay.
You're in the middle of fighting this statue-turned sentient golem. It so far has thrown things at people and hurt some people. I forget who got hurt a lot.
So the other day I tried to go to bed early. I couldn't fall asleep. So I watched the entire movie.
What movie?
On your phone?
The Zodiac.
The what?
The Zodiac?
Oh, how was
Like
it?
the killer. It was pretty good. It has Robert Downey Jr. It has the guy who played, I forgot his name, famous guy, plays Hulk.
This guy, George Clooney?
No.
Barack Obama? Ted Bundy?
Ted Bundy. Ted PP Pants. Is that who you're talking about?
No.
Ted PP
Mark
Pants?
Ruffalo.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah. And then it had, what's his name, too?
Oh, yeah. What's his name? I want to ask you guys something about your characters.
Jake Gyllenhaal. That's what it was.
Oh, nice.
What are you going to ask?
I want to ask how you guys are feeling at this point in the adventure.
I'm feeling like, I need to punch Cookie because of all the mushroom seeds eaten.
Yeah, I've come pretty close to death a few times. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty terrible, actually.
Okay, so Steve's angry at Cookie, and Cookie's just feeling bad.
I've eaten so many. The only thing I've eaten the whole game is mushrooms. So I don't know how many weeks it's been, or days.
I think you had some pie.
No, I was offered rabbit pie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I gave the waitress that idea.
Ted is feeling pretty scared because up till now he's had a pretty good time fighting people, but now he's fighting this stone monster and it is kind of just wrecking him.
Oh no.
Oh, too bad.
He also lost all of his gold.
Yeah, I don't think he ever cared about it that much. That's why he was kind of slinging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he has no... Probably when he gets his memory back, he'll be like, that's my gold.
Yeah, I think
Gold
it's
that I
gonna be.
spent 200 years working on.
It's gonna be something like that.
Hi, Dana.
Why?
Yeah.
I was just asking them how their characters were feeling at this point in the adventure. Do you want to say how your character's feeling?
My character is really unhappy.
About what?
Thank you for the prompt for elaboration.
she's really unhappy because I'm pretty sure I got beat up pretty bad by this. Didn't I get beat up pretty bad by the stone monster? Or am I fine? I don't remember. But I definitely was taking a little bit of a beating from the stone monster. I'm also still basically annoyed with everyone. And I just want to get out of here and get back to the druids that I am going to be able to learn from once I've completed their mission.
Sounds good.
Okay. And I want to ask Isaiah, how is Steve Jr. feeling?
Well, he's feeling like a pig.
It's
Basically,
fair.
he's not feeling anything.
Not feeling anything? Great. Okay.
I need to get my recording ready. Okay, I'm gonna do my intro. So,
All right. Your intro.
is there any way to meet you guys?
We won't talk.
We just will be quiet.
Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. See ya.
Nice. I give that a 10. 10 out of 10.
I'd give it a 5 out of 10. You didn't say your name.
So what? I can edit that in.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man. Okay. Isaiah, if you remember, Steve attacked the golem with a pretty cool acid arrow. So the golem is still like covered in a little bit of acid.
So he'll still keep dying.
He's gonna take some damage next turn. I've written down.
Yeah.
But it's Ted's turn up in the order.
I don't remember the order at all.
I'll tell you what the order is as it goes. So Ted is he's pretty hurt, but he's still gonna run up to this golem and try and attack it. So he's gonna do his two-handed axe first, which he totally hits with. And he swings his sword. Ah, my gosh, I still can't say it. His short sword at him, which does not hit. He misses with that, but the reason he missed is because he got such a good chunk the first time. He's going to do 4 damage. Now it's the pig's turn.
Okay, now the pig is gonna do its... Wait, how far is he away?
It looks like you're about like 30 feet, yeah. And Ted
Okay,
has
the pig is gonna use his charge.
Nice. Okay, so go ahead and roll an attack roll then for the pig, Isaiah.
Woo! 10.
You got 10. You missed. The pig runs up to attack the golem, but it somehow misses its giant body and lands like right next to it. Also remember that the reason anyone can see the golem is because Steve has lit himself up.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
I can see.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
It's now Theeva's turn.
Okay. I'm like 30 feet away. Is that what I just saw? I'm gonna throw a fireball at him.
Do it.
Yeah. 16. Okay.
So you got 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got him.
Awesome.
You hit him right in the shoulder.
4.
All right. You see like a little bit of rocks crumble off like his shoulder joint, and if you think if you had a face, it would look upset.
Okay.
Steve, you're up. Top of the order.
Okay, well, I am... So, the golem is... How far is he from me?
I think you are also 30 feet away from the golem, Steve.
I'm gonna use Ice Beam.
All right. Use your Ray of Frost equivalent called Ice Beam. So you have to roll a d20.
I got a 13.
You got 13. What's your spell casting modifier?
3.
Plus 3. So what is the total?
16.
16. Awesome. You also hit this column.
Woohoo!
You hit it in the other shoulder.
Now 1d8.
I guess, yeah, whatever it says for damage.
Yep, 1d8.
All right, roll 1d8.
5. And he's slowed by 10 feet for the next...
Nice.
Wow, he won't be moving fast anymore.
Yeah, he's really been moving around a lot, so that's good. Cookie, you're up next.
Nice. I'm gonna shoot my short bow.
All right, go for it.
All right. Character sheet, short bow.
From where you're standing, you're shrouded in darkness, but you can see Steve like a beacon of light. On the edge of the light, you see this golem, so that's what you're aiming for.
Is it? Can I see it fine?
You can see it fine enough that you don't have disadvantage or anything.
Cool. I got an 8. Woo!
You
Nick,
got an 8?
you should do
Yeah.
3d dice.
That's a hit, right?
So you can see it.
No. It actually whizzes right by Theeva's ear, which is strange because she's standing like 15 feet away from this golem or whatever. Um,
Oh wow.
she can't actually see you, so she just sees an arrow come through the darkness and with fire.
Oh boy.
Okay, up next is the mystery man. Most of you can't really hear him, but Cookie, you can still hear him muttering to himself, and he's going to continue doing that for this turn.
Classic.
It's the golem's turn now. He takes 2d4 acid damage. Bless you.
Thank you.
Isaiah, do you want to roll that?
Do I? 1d4. It's a 2.
You got 2?
Yes, 2.
You roll 1d4 or 2d4?
I rolled a 1d4.
All right, do one more.
4. So 6.
Nice. Yeah, you see this acid, the acid that's left on him, burn some holes into him,
Yeah.
and he seems pretty disgruntled. And he's not sure where all this is coming from. He's pretty upset about what just happened to his arms. So he's going to fling out with one arm at Ted and with one arm at Steve.
Well, how did he know that happened? That I did it to him?
Oh, you're standing pretty far away.
Yeah,
right?
but how did he know that I did it to him? It was just acid damage.
You hit him with the frost ray.
I did? Oh.
Yeah. The ice beam. So first he's gonna swing at Ted with his right arm, and I don't think he got him. No, he missed. He's kind of flailing around, and his arm like swings dangerously close to Ted, but he's able to duck out of the way. And then Steve, there's like a chunk of him falling off, and he rips it off himself, and he throws it your direction. But he only got a 6. I don't think that hits you, right? Yeah, you're good. So the rock kind of flies over your head and smashes somewhere in the distance, so you can't see it. And then he lets out like a big roar. He's pretty pissed off, but that's his turn.
Nice.
Okay.
So now it's Ted's turn. He's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna try and chop off this golem's arm. He's like, guys, I'm gonna try and chop off this golem's arm.
Declare it to the world, Ted.
So he hits with his battle axe, and he swings his sword around and also hits. So
Nice.
He hits with both.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ted's actually able to get both his weapons wedged into the golem's shoulder, and he just rips this arm off.
Nice.
So now the golem only has one arm, only its left arm left. And Ted's like, yeah, you see that, guys? And now it's the pig's turn.
Okay, the pig is going to charge again.
Okay.
You know what? The pig is just gonna go to me.
Okay. Theeva, you're up then. That's the pig's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use my breath weapon, and I'm gonna try to freeze him. Cold.
Okay, go for it. What does he have to beat?
It is.
He didn't beat it. No, wait, he might have. What is it?
I'm adding it right now. 10.
He beat it.
What? No.
Then a 10? That's, yeah, beat
That's
it.
halfway.
Halfway. 50-50.
Yeah.
Save effect's half damage, it says. So it does half the damage.
Oh, great. 4.
4 damage, nice. He's looking a little frosty. He's got some frosted tips going now. Steve, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to use my Ray of Frost, or my Ice Beam.
Nice.
Got that's a 6, 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
With a 9 you miss. You like hit the ground in front of him, so now it's a little icy.
So now he's just like slippery.
Slippery if he wasn't a giant rock creature.
Oh, too bad.
Cookie's turn.
Oh, nice. In all that time, I just redrew myself and then deleted the old version.
Wow, good job.
Here I am.
Proud of you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna use my short bow.
Okay.
I didn't do it right. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Short bow. Bam. And I did a 16.
16. That actually hits. I think you nick him in one of those spots that the acid burned through. So now there's this arrow sticking out of his stomach.
Nice.
Roll some damage.
5.
5. So that is that. He's still alive. Mystery Man is still muttering to himself.
Oh man, Mystery Man.
That's his whole turn.
Next turn. What do you think, Theeva? I yell across the floor.
Uh-huh.
Should I kill the mysterious man
No!
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I feel like we need to just get this creature killed first.
Now it's the golem's turn. Everyone that's within 50 feet of him do a dexterity saving roll.
Oh no.
Actually, do 2.
I think I'm 60 feet away. Right?
Oh, what?
Okay.
So d20 plus 1.
Actually, only Theeva and Ted needs to do 2 dexterity saving
Oh,
throws.
I got 19.
Wow. Thank you.
Nice. How did Steve Jr. do? Yeah.
Oh, Steve Jr. I keep forgetting about Steve Jr.
He's very forgettable.
Another one with disadvantage.
He got a 9.
Ted gets 14.
Why am I disadvantaged?
Okay, so the golem slams his remaining arm on the ground as hard as he can, and the room shakes, especially to the people closest to the golem. Thieva falls over,
Oh, that's not very good.
No, it's not.
and so does Ted. Does not fall over, but then the golem starts running.
Is he still slow?
Yeah, he's still slow, so he can only run. Did you say half, Isaiah?
-10.
Minus 10? Okay, so he's going to run 20 feet, and he's going to actually hit Theeva as he goes by. He's only, I think you're like 15 feet away, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he ends up right behind you, Theeva, and he like kicks you with one of his feet.
Oh.
And that'll do 6 damage.
Guys, I'm about to die.
That's okay.
3 health left.
Okay, that's the golem's turn.
Did I go anywhere?
Oh yeah, it also hit Ted for 6 as well.
When he kicked me, did I just like stay there or did I go anywhere?
I'd say it was like you got hit by a rock, but it wasn't like enough to shove you anywhere specific. It just really hurt.
Okay.
He didn't kick you full force. He kind of like nicked you as he was going by.
Okay.
Ted's also at 3 health. He's like, oh gosh, guys, I don't feel so good. But so he runs in front of Theeva. Does he have a shield?
That is a good question.
He does. He definitely doesn't.
I have a shield.
Oh, Dana's the only person with a shield. I thought.
You want a shield?
If there's only one.
Hanging out on my back or something.
Okay, so Ted runs past you and like he puts his sword back as he's doing so, and he grabs the shield off your back and stands in front of you and crouches down with it and kind of braces himself.
I mean, it's only a wooden shield, so.
It's a wooden shield?
Yeah. I'm not allowed to have anything other than that, I think, as a druid or as something.
Alright, well that's what Ted does. So now it's the pig's turn.
Okay, the pig.
At this point, it's like 40 feet away from you guys now. Both the pig and Steve.
Okay. So he's at least 60 feet away. He's 40 feet. So yeah, I can use my ice beam. Not 19.
19? For what? What did you sling at him?
For my ice beam.
Dang, you're getting better with this ice beam. You nailed him
1.
again. For 1 damage?
No.
Okay, you hit him in the same spot, but it was just like a weaker ice beam this time. You're not exactly sure why. You think maybe you're getting a little tired. But you definitely hit him, and you feel a little proud of yourself for doing that. Also, it wasn't your turn, it was the pig's turn, but we'll say that was your turn when it comes up.
Okay. Well, now the pig's turn. Thought you said Steve's turn. Well, the pig is going to just do nothing.
Okay, it's
Because the
Steven's
pig
turn.
has to stay with me.
I'm going to, I guess I'm going to just fireball him.
Okay, go for it.
15.
15 total?
Yeah.
So you shoot this fireball, but it blows like right past him, and it actually hits the tree that you're facing and sets it on fire.
How did that
So
even
now-
happen? Come on, Dana.
So
Yeah,
now,
Dana.
so now this tree
Guys, I messed up.
in the corner is on fire, but the rest of the temple's made of stone, so you're not too worried about it. So that was Theva's turn. So now it's Steve, you just went, so it's Cookie's turn.
Stevie?
Alright, I'm gonna move back a little bit. Wait, is he still illuminated by PB?
It's dim light. You can sort of make him out.
Like poop
From
pee.
how far? How far can I do a regular bow attack?
I'd say,
With dark vision.
You have dark vision? Oh, I keep forgetting you have dark vision. You can see him then, right? You can
Yeah.
see everything.
Okay, so I'm gonna move back a little bit, and then I'm gonna fire my short bow. I got a 12.
You got a 12?
Yes.
Yeah, you missed. It actually flies right by Theeva's ear again from the darkness.
Oh, sorry.
Not cool, guys.
Well, that's all I can do.
Okay, now it's Mystery Man's turn, and Cookie, you can see him. No one else can. He stands up and he goes, "Geez, that was harder than I expected. Let's end this now, shall we?" And you see like from his hands this giant like bright fireball, but it's not as it doesn't look like the fireball that you've seen Thieva cast. It looks a little more intense, and as soon as it leaves its hand, you realize it's huge. It's like this wall of fire, and he throws it right towards the golem. So Ted, Thieva, and Cookie are all gonna have to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, geez.
No.
I'm right in the line of fire.
Do I have to?
Literally.
Line of fire.
No, you're safe, Steve and Steve Jr.
All right, let's see.
All right.
I got a 9. That's a great roll.
Oh no. I got a
Oh, boy.
1 after I take away my dexterity or lack thereof.
Okay, so Ted's able to jump out of the way, but everyone else isn't. And they're about to get
So he
messed up
just
a little
took the shield with him. Unfortunately, it seems like.
bit. Well, it was a wooden shield, so I don't know how it would have fared.
I mean, it would have burnt instead of me.
So he's gonna do some damage. Okay, yeah. So
Cookie, I take it back. You should have killed him.
Yeah.
Wait, what did the mystery guy do?
I think
Giant
they-
fire.
so
Listen up.
So what this scene looks like to Ted and Steve, and I guess Steve Jr., because they're the only ones who can see it, is this wall of fire engulfs the golem first Cookie, then the golem and Thieva. But you see him quickly start muttering to himself again, and Cookie and Thieva, you feel an intense pain as you surely are crossing the threshold into death. But a moment later, like instantly later, after you see like a bright white light, everything goes silent, you're back. And actually, all of you feel better.
Never mind. I take it back again. You should not have killed him.
I'm really tired of almost dying. It's really taking a toll.
The golem's gone, and it's just the however many of people there are. There's 5. The 5 of you. It's just the 5 of you now. The man walks over to you, Cookie, and he says, "I'm sorry about that. I really didn't mean to get you too." And that
Well, look what happened to me. My whole body's all messed up.
you look pretty much like you did when I first saw
My
you.
face is on my torso.
He says, "Shall we get out of here?"
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ted's like, "Are you sure you guys are okay?"
No, honestly.
Oh.
But
I want
I
out.
plan on staying here.
I need a break. Can we take a vacation after this? Oh, I just died twice.
Okay, you guys are just gonna leave. You're not gonna Also, all the trees over here are on fire.
Oh my goodness.
Are there any other jewels on the statue that's over here?
There's a bunch.
You shouldn't do that.
No, I'll take one. What's
There's like a bunch of bracelets on one of her arms. There's a little crown. It doesn't look as gaudy as the amulet, but it is a crown. And there's a few necklaces draped over her neck that weren't the amulet.
I'll take the crown.
Okay, you pocket the. Oh, how do you get the crown? By the way, it's
Oh, is it on the top?
yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll fire my arrow at it. Try and get it without messing it up.
You're gonna shoot an arrow at it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and try. Roll an attack throw, dexterity throw.
Alright. I got a 6.
That's not enough. You just missed.
Can I
Yeah,
just keep trying? I have a lot of arrows.
I guess so.
And I'm gonna
But this arrow you shot sticks into the ceiling and it's gone.
Alright, well, I got 17 on my next one.
Okay, this one works. You hit it out, and it kind of loops back towards the ground, and it's behind the statue now.
Nice.
Cookie, leave the statue alone.
No one else can see what Cookie's doing, by the way, because he's shrouded in darkness still.
Never mind, so I have no idea.
Alright, we go around, get it, and then I'm gonna high five the wizard guy.
The wizard guy actually walked over this way to join the rest of us
Whoa.
while you were doing that, so he didn't even notice that you took that crown.
Alright.
While this is happening,
We're actually gonna have it. I was gonna know that I have it.
can I check and make sure that all the devil's bane I collected isn't burnt?
Sure. You look in your pack and you see the devil's bane's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm really worried about getting this devil's bane back to the druids, guys.
Isaiah, is there anything that you want to take before we go?
Is there? What's there?
There's like 7 fancy necklaces.
Are you telling this to Steve?
No.
Like you walk over and you're like, "Hey, psst."
Yeah, I whisper in his ear.
Is that all?
7 fancy necklaces. That's it. Really.
Oh, then I don't want anything.
Alright.
So Ted actually goes over to the totem pole and starts trying to lift it, and he can't. It's like, guys, I kind of want to get out of here. Can someone help me?
I'm gonna come
The
up.
one that's blocking the entrance?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember it got knocked down?
Nah, I'm too small and weak. I'm just gonna sit over here and watch.
Also, there are 3 trees that are just burning.
Actually, never mind. I'll help. I'll go over here and help.
Okay. You should help. You should
Okay.
use your lighter.
Steve, are you gonna douse these trees, or
Or are you gonna light them on fire?
they're on fire still?
You could light the other ones on fire.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No,
So-
thank you.
The 4 of you together, the wizard helps too, are able to pick up this totem pole
Nice.
and move it just enough that there's a space, like 1 person wide, to get through the doorway.
Okay.
Alright, I leave.
You leave. Ted's
Yeah.
like, "What about the? Are we worried about the fire, guys?"
Alright, I walk over and I'm gonna use my whatchamacallit,
Your cloud?
druid craft, and rain the trees out.
While this is happening, Cookie, you turn around and you see the wizard has followed you out, and he says, "I believe you have something of mine.
What's that?
You know what it is. Can I have it back, please?"
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
He sighs. He's like, "Please don't make this get ugly."
I'm gonna try and convince him that, I'm gonna like check my pockets and then try and convince him that I dropped it. Be like, oh, I think I dropped it in there in the dark.
He is not fooled. He knows that it's on you, and he sighs and he snaps his fingers. Do a wisdom saving roll.
I got 5.
Yeah, that doesn't do it. So you feel yourself freeze. Kind of watch yourself as your hand moves towards where you're keeping the amulet, and it grabs it out, and you watch your hand move towards him, and he takes it from you and puts it in his pocket.
Why is that so important to you?
At this point, I think you guys have probably all come out.
I'm finished putting out the fires.
Yeah, I think you guys were able to. He says, "I'm sorry I had to do that. It's been a long day. You have to understand. Let me tell you why I'm here. You guys deserve that much. I've been a prominent member of the Temple of the Eye for several years, but just a few weeks ago, I discovered that some of the leadership was indulging in what I would say some pretty unseemly magics. It was something I very much disagreed with. The problem was, when I voiced my concerns, I was sort of banished from the city of Mithril, and I can't seem to get back in. This amulet," he raises it up again to show you guys, but with a pretty tight grip on it. He says, "This amulet is the amulet of sight, so called because it was the amulet of Vrula, the goddess you saw in there. She's the blind seer. It's what she used to be able to look into the future. I'm pretty sure this will help me find Mithril again, and I need to go there and fix what's going on."
Well, I think you owe us quite a bit then.
Yeah, I will.
Do it.
I will say I really appreciate. It took me, I spent days in that dreadful maze what you guys did with those mushrooms was brilliant. I never thought of it. I could not solve that. But yeah, I followed the mushrooms this time around, and I came to this temple and watched. I kind of was sneaking up on you guys, I guess, a little bit. I saw you just staring at these vines that were on fire, and you did that for like 4 hours, I want to say. And then I kind of followed you in. Yeah.
What are you gonna give us in return?
Oh,
We
what?
just led you straight to the amulet, and then you took it from me.
That's a good point. Here's something that I can do for you. I can whisk you out of this forest so you don't have to worry about going back through it. I know it's pretty much a pain, but I'm sure that's not quite enough for you guys. I think you might find that Mithril is a pretty interesting and useful place. I can get you in there, assuming that I can get in myself.
Deal.
I am supposed to be bringing this Devil's Vein back to the Temple of the Frog. That's the whole reason we're here, guys, remember?
I thought we had to bring it back to the hospital.
No,
Right.
they needed it to make the stuff at the Temple of the Frog.
Oh, they had to make stuff first?
Aren't they using it to make the... Right?
The antidote?
Yeah.
I just thought of something. Maybe they're just gonna steal the Devil's Bane from us.
Well, wizard guy, what? Can you whisk us out and then get us into Mithril after we deal with this Devil's Bane stuff?
This sounds like a good idea. Also, what I understand that you don't know my name, but Wizard Guy is a little rude.
Mr.
Um,
Wizard.
Why don't you tell me your names and I'll tell you mine?
Our friend here isn't very smart.
Well, my name is Cookie.
Cookie, that's okay.
That's not his real name, just so you know.
My
I'm-
first name is Withered.
I'm Ted, Ted says. What's your name? He looks at you.
By what do you mean,
Steve?
My name's Ted too.
Is your name Ted also, or is it Ted 2?
Ted too.
2. Interesting. I've always been intrigued by the Dragonborn. I like how you roll, Ted 2. His name exists in this document of mine, and I will soon, very soon,
This guy didn't need to know our names.
Well,
find
That was a great stall tactic.
his name is yes, and my name is Trulo. That's my name. That's the name I've always had. Trulo. It means seeker of truth in my ancestors' language.
Which is what?
He kind of points at his ears and he's like, I think you guys know I'm an elf.
Oh.
Yes, indeed.
Well, Trulo, if we could get out of here and then get to Mithril later on after we've delivered the Devil's Bane, I think that would be best because we should really get back.
Great. How about this, guys? I do really appreciate your help, and I really appreciate your understanding after all this, especially since I kind of burned some of you alive. Again, I'm sorry about that. But how about if you come to the town of Moran, I will leave a note with a wizard there. He lives in a house that if you look on the side, near a tree with red leaves, you'll see a little eye emblem etched into the wall of the outside of his house. Tell him that Trulo sent you, and he'll have the message for you with instructions on where you can find me.
sounds easy enough.
In Moran. Got it.
So,
That tree.
cool.
Okay.
And again, apologies. I wasn't quite ready for this stone monster, so I had to teach myself a spell really quick. It took me
How did you do that?
a whole minute. That's I got interrupted halfway through, which is why it took me so long to begin with.
Can you teach me how to do that?
Can
Oh,
you teach me?
You teach me? I know magic too.
No, he
I-
doesn't.
it would give me no more pleasure than to be able to teach you. I'm afraid that it would take many years, but if there was a place you could learn stronger magics, it would be the city of Mithril.
Sounds like we all need to go to Mithril.
But now I feel really conflicted.
Well,
Oh,
Well, I was going to go and try to learn with the druids, but if you were able to learn new spells within just a minute, maybe I should go to Mithril.
yeah, I want to find somebody who can bring my rabbit to life.
You could just learn a spell to do that. So You don't really need to.
That is, you want your rabbit back to life.
Of course.
But that's not normal.
I'd.
See, like I said, we don't have a normal friend here.
If that is what you seek, you may be able to find it in Mithril.
Yes.
But be careful.
I just want to learn some more illusion spells.
We
And to
got-
find some more of my kind. Which I feel like I've already finished my mission.
What were you saying, Mr. Wizard?
I wave it, Steve.
Trullo actually waves his hand in front of his face a few times, Steve, while looking at you, and you see his face completely change each time until it goes back to the first face he had, which you notice for the first time is pretty unique. There's a scar above his right eye, and his right eye is kind of gray and misty, and his left eye is brown. And he says, "If illusion magic is what you seek, I happen to know it pretty well. Come find me when you're ready."
Okay, I'm ready.
First, we need to go back to the Temple of the Frog.
Okay, fine, I'm not ready.
I'll be waiting, assuming that I'm not murdered or anything.
You're gonna be murdered?
Jeez.
Oh, that's
Alright.
terrible.
You true love? True love?
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Mr. Wizard. Now please bring us to the town so we can save my fake sister.
I'm afraid I can't bring you all the way to Quagstone, but I can bring you outside the forest. So if that's where you want to go.
Yes, please.
Yep.
He kind of claps his hands and says something, and then all of you, everything snaps to black, and then you feel kind of like you're suffocating just for a brief second. It feels like the world's collapsing on you, but then another snap, and you kind of hear like a pop and a crackle, and you're standing right outside the forest.
I look at everyone else in the party and I'm like, well, that was vaguely unpleasant, but also, if he can do that, why didn't he just do that to get in?
I'm saying.
I think he can't do it to himself.
I think he has to be in a place before he can do it, probably.
Maybe.
You can roll an Arcana check to see if you actually know the reason.
It was more of amusing than a than a real question.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check. I want to know. I got a 6.
No, I want to know, mostly just because I'm competitive. I also got a 6.
Is that?
Um,
Do you know?
Let's see. I got a 13.
A 13? Okay. Steve, you think you know that he probably needs to be able to be familiar with the place in order to, I guess, teleport or something there or whatever he just did to you. You're not sure, but that's your best guess. Based on your extensive knowledge from working with that one wizard that one time.
Wow.
Well, goodbye to this forest.
Okay. So you guys are actually all fully healed from that,
Oh,
from whatever he did to you.
Great.
You don't have your spell slots back or anything, but you have all your health. And you walk back to town, up towards the north part of town. And where do you go? It's like pretty
Temple of
it's
the
pretty
Frog.
dusky.
Frog Temple.
All right, let's go. Did anyone notice that this town looks a lot like a trumpet?
No.
Not until now.
Alright, so you guys go into this temple, and there aren't nearly as many gnomes running around as during the day when you went before, but you do see the gnome that we were talking to before. And she turns around when you guys walk in, looking very surprised. She says, Wow, you guys made it. You guys are back.
Of course.
Yeah.
Duh.
I really thought you guys were gonna die.
Oh, well, that's...
Well, that's nice
Well,
of you.
then why did he send us?
You guys seemed like you wanted to go. I didn't pressure you, did I?
It just proves you cruel and unusual.
Oh,
Well, I guess it was easier and less dangerous than I thought.
do I have my wagon?
Did you take it with you? Because it was I guess you saw it sitting outside the
Yeah.
forest. Didn't you? Okay, so yeah, you do.
I take out the Devil's Bane, and I hand it to her and I say, we brought you the Devil's Bane.
This is not Devil's Bane.
What?
I'm just kidding. This totally is Devil's Bane. Yeah.
Wow.
That's called a joke, guys. I'm just being funny. All
I
right.
mean, after the day we had.
Yeah, I died twice.
Well, you look pretty good for doing that. Yeah. Unfortunately, the woman dwarf died while you were gone.
No, his sister.
Oh, you're right. Oh, that was a bad joke. She's actually alive. She's not dead. Oh man,
Oh my god.
my jokes
You
aren't
need to
landing.
stop making jokes. You need to give up your life.
I need to give up my life.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
not what he means.
Joke. That was a joke.
Oh, that's a
You
joke.
need to give
Oh,
up your
yeah.
life as a comedian.
I should be more open-minded to jokes since you were so open-minded to mine, I suppose. Anyway, I'll go make this antidote. Why don't I? All right.
Alright,
Okay.
how long did it take?
It won't be it won't be long. And she walks away, and she beckons over like another gnome or two that are still there.
Can I watch?
Sure. You guys are watching. She opens up this book that she has on a stump next to like a cauldron, and she speaks a few words. This fire lights under the cauldron. She speaks some more words, and she puts a few herbs that you're not familiar with in there that looks like they had already kind of set aside, I guess, preparing for you guys to come back. And then she takes the devil's bane out, and she says some more words, and makes it like it looks like she's cutting something into the devil's bane with a small knife, and then she puts it into the cauldron, and you see a glow of light come from the cauldron. It's kind of like a murky green light, and then it fades. And then she grabs a vial and swoops up some boiling, bubbly liquid and plops a topper on it, and she hands it to you guys. She says, "Be careful, it's still hot, but it should cool down in a minute or two."
Thank you very much.
Ted grabs it, and he's like, "Ow!" And he drops it.
No!
I reach into my bag and I take out.
Did anyone catch it?
Oh yeah, I would try to catch it.
Me too.
Roll a dexterity roll real quick, both of
Oh,
you.
God.
Oh no, is it gonna break? I'm gonna try to catch it too then.
Me too.
Oh, your dexterity is terrible.
Yeah, I didn't try to catch it. Never mind.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. What did you get, Steve?
I got an 8.
You got an 8?
Yep.
Okay. You both like bobble it, and then it hits the ground and shatters, and it's all over the place. And she's like, "Oh my gosh. You're lucky that this makes several batches. Hold on." She comes back, she gets a vial out, and she puts more in it, and then she holds it, and she just stares at you for 2 minutes, and she says, "I'm not giving this to you until it's cool."
I snatched it out of her hands.
Okay, you snatched it out of her hands.
I quickly
Yeah,
put
but-
my hand under under Cookie.
But I'm not gonna drop it like Ted did.
Okay, I guess do a sleight of hand check to see if you get it.
Oh, of course. I'll get it. I got 11.
11?
Yep.
Okay, I guess she wasn't expecting it. You're able to snatch it out of her hand. Do a Constitution saving roll.
Can I just take damage?
No.
Alright, let's see here. My Constitution 0, so just regular roll. I got 13.
Okay, you grab it from her, and she's like, "Hey," and then you hold it, and you're like grimacing and like crying, but you don't drop it.
I open up my bag and put it inside and not continue to burn his hands.
I refuse.
Okay, there are tears just streaming down your face. She's like, "Are you sure this is okay? Yeah, okay. Just go
Well,
give that
I'm gonna
to
put-
them."
I'm gonna put one. I'm gonna put my hand on it, and then I'm going to use Thunderbolt on him.
On me?
Mhm.
Well, I'm holding.
Oh!
Well,
I'm
my
gonna
hand is on the
stop him.
bottle.
So you're gonna get. Oh, I guess you can't get
What
some.
kind of roll am I doing? I'm stopping this madness.
You stopping Steve? How?
I pull him back from what I see the look in his eye of mischief, and I pull him back.
Okay, do a dexterity check on each other.
Dexterity? Why dexterity?
You're trying to act quickly and pull him back, and he's trying not to be pulled.
Oh, come on.
I got a 4.
Okay, she pulls you back real hard, Steve, and you actually like fall on your butt, and before you're able to cast this spell.
Oh, it's not a spell; it's a cantrip. But then I'm gonna get ready a cantrip.
I'm gonna run. I'm running to the hospital. I'm like, I gotta save my sister.
I put my
Okay, good
hand
luck.
down to help Steve back up onto his feet.
The numbers who's talking to you is like, "I would really prefer if you guys followed him and left me before you do anything else crazy."
Oh boy.
Bye, and she kind of like shoos you out with her hands, and you feel compelled to leave.
Guys, I'm really disappointed that it ended that way. What if I don't get to learn everything I need.
So Ted runs into the ward with you, Cookie, and you see Sharia again. I'm sure that's a name you would definitely remember. She's the head nurse at the ward, and she's like, "Oh, you guys again? What is it this time? You have a little sniffle?"
I'm here to save my sister. Remember?
Oh, you're her weird halfling brother, right?
Like,
How are
what's
you
the
gonna?
same race?
No, she's not. She's a dwarf.
Yeah, I'm a dwarf.
Okay.
You can't even identify your own race? Okay. Well, bring me to my sister.
Wait, you're actually a dwarf?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
It says gnome on your character
No,
sheet.
sorry, no.
Oh. Yeah, you look like a gnome, is what I meant to say. But yeah, go ahead.
Look, I almost died today.
How are you gonna fix what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Mouth to mouth resuscitation?
That's not gonna work, she's breathing fine.
Oh, probably some devil's bane.
How about you kiss her?
You know Devil's Bane's a highly poisonous plant. You just gonna
Yep.
He's gonna kiss her.
just gonna give her Devil's Bane?
I say I'm not scared.
It's liquid devil's bane with herbs.
He's gonna kiss her.
What are you talking about? Show me. What are you talking about?
He's gonna kiss her.
Do I still know where she is? I'm going to run to where she was before.
Sharia doesn't let you. She gets in your way. And she says, "Show me what you're doing. I can't just let you go in. This is a
Is
hospital."
someone else trying to get past her? We need to just save her while we can.
Save her how? Tell me. I'm the head nurse. I can administer whatever solution you have.
We have the antidote.
You have the antidote? Why didn't you lead with that? Give it to me.
Oh, sorry.
You hold your hand.
Are you gonna give it to her?
Of course I am. Did you get this from the temple?
Yeah.
Yeah, then give it to me. I'll give it to her right now.
Should I trust you?
I am the head of this hospital, and I have years of medical training. How much medical training do you have?
Well, I'm older than you are.
I finally catch up because
Here you go.
I didn't run ahead.
Do you give it to her?
Yeah.
Like, thank gosh. Wow, this is very warm. Wow, you must have gotten it fresh. Are your hands okay? But we can deal with that later. Come on, follow me. And she goes up the stairs. I guess you guys follow her. And you see Veronica, the dwarf, sick, very sick on the bed. And next to her, kneeling down, is a male dwarf. And he looks up when you guys come in. And he looks up at Shreya and he's like, "Oh gosh, she's been muttering in her sleep. I don't know how much longer she's got. Please tell me you got something for her." And Shreya actually nods and she's like, "I think this will do it." And she grabs a pipette and takes out a very measured amount from the vial and feeds it into her mouth. And then a few minutes go by and you guys all are sort of watching, just kind of waiting, because she's fallen silent. And at some point, she reaches in again, takes a little bit more out of the vial, and gives it to the gnome. And as soon as she gets the second dosage
That was a dwarf.
dwarf, sorry. Ugh, messing up everywhere. As soon as you give her the second dosage, what used to be a very pale face gets some more color back, and you see her eyelids stirring, like she's about to wake up, and then she does. Her eyes open, and the first thing she sees is your face, Cookie.
Nice.
What do you do?
I say, yes, she's alive.
And she
My
says,
sister.
Who are you?
I,
And then the male dwarf is like, "Honey, you're back!" And he runs over to her and gives her a big hug. And she's like, "Oh, sweetie, you've been here the whole time?" And he's like, "Most of the time." And he looks back to you guys and he's like, "I think these guys helped save you, though." I'm sure you know.
Yeah, it's true.
She nods and she's like,
Me.
"Yeah, without."
Not the stupid guy.
She nods and
In case
she's like,
you
"Yeah,
don't
without."
know who that is, it's the guy in the red shirt. Which I point.
That's like, "Yeah, that's me. That sounds right."
No, I'm not talking about you. I meant. Well, I don't even know what color that is. I'm pointing to Cookie.
Okay.
Yeah, Ted's a smart guy.
Shreya's like, "Wow, your friends seem pretty funny." And she looks back at Veronica and she's like, honestly, I don't think you would have been saved if it wasn't for your brother and his friends." And she says, "What? I don't have a brother." And she looks at you, Cookie, and she says, "Who are you?"
I'm your long lost brother.
I'm not part gnome. I'm 100% dwarf.
You were adopted. I was adopted. I was adopted into your family.
My parents never told me anything about an adopted brother before, and I never saw you.
It's very recent. You were out.
Okay, well, my parents live in town. Like, we have to go talk to them. And she goes to get up, and the nurse is like, no, not yet. Not yet. You can go back home tomorrow after we make sure you're okay. And she's like, okay, well, tomorrow, let's go, okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Sister.
And the male dwarf, he says, "Oh my gosh, you guys saved my darling's life. I can't thank you enough. I suppose that I can thank you a little bit though. Would you be amenable to that?"
Surely.
Why don't you thank us a lot?
Wow.
Again, joking. Weird sense of humor.
I'm not joking.
I like that. Oh, I'm in a much better mood now that my wife isn't dying.
You really wanted me to joke. Well, when was an apple born?
What'd you say?
When was an apple born?
When was an apple born?
Yeah,
Are
it's a
you
joke.
giving me a riddle?
It's a joke.
Oh, it's a joke. Oh, was it born yesterday?
No,
Well, what's the answer?
two.
The
What?
answer 2?
Apple too?
What is happening?
I don't understand that
Yeah.
joke at all.
The apple was born two.
That's pretty funny. If you don't get that, I don't know what to say.
That's okay. I've never been the brightest tool in the shed. Speaking of tools, I think I know how I can help you.
You have tools?
I help out in the Armor Deluxe in town. I think we can get you a deal or give you something on the house if once I explain what you did for me.
Yeah.
I told you a joke.
That would be.
We would, yes. We would take that.
Well, just so you know, the answer was a joke.
It was?
I
Yeah.
don't get it, but I'm
Here's
sure
really
it was
for it.
something. Follow me. Come with me. Hey, honey. And Veronica looks up and she's like, I'll be back after I help these guys out, all right? And she nods her head. She's like, okay, I'll see you soon. So you guys walk out and you walk across the way. And when you get to the Armor Deluxe, there's a knight sitting on a horse. And the knight's like, well, I'm glad someone decided to show up. We have a lot to talk about.
Oh, the tax guy?
That's it.
Taxes.
That's where we're going to end.
Oh, man, the tax guy?